If you're looking to join the mini bike movement, there are two bikes that I can guarantee you definitely have your eyes on: the 2025 Honda Grom and the 2025 Kawasaki Z125 Pro. And today we're going to be diving into both of these bikes so we can see which one is best for you. Let's get into it. Honda first released the Grom in 2014, and it quickly became known as the smallest hooligan bike in the world. The Kawasaki Z125 Pro joined the scene a little bit later in 2016, ramping up the rivalry with its own unique features. Both bikes are now staples in urban riding and stunt culture. Each of these bikes are powered by an air-cooled single-cylinder engine. The Grom is 124 cc's and makes 9.7 horsepower and 7.7 pound-feet of torque with a 5-speed manual transmission. The Z125 Pro, on the other hand, has 125 cc's and produces 9.5 horsepower and 7.1 pound-feet of torque with a traditional 4-speed transmission. They're also super light, weighing about 230 pounds, so you can zip through traffic or navigate tight spots with ease. They're priced similarly, with the Honda coming in at $3,799 and the Z125 at $3,699. Let's take a look at what you're getting with each of these bikes. The Grom was restyled for 2025, and the unique bodywork features an easy-to-remove plug-and-play mounting system if you want to customize it even further. It also has full LED lighting, a clear digital display with a gear indicator, fuel gauge, and speedometer. That 5-speed transmission definitely gets you better top-end performance and flexibility. The Pro White has ABS, providing extra braking confidence on slippery roads. It has a super responsive throttle for punchy and playful riding experiences. It has insanely impressive fuel efficiency at around 134 miles per gallon, which is insane. The Z125 Pro also has LED headlights and aggressive Z styling that mimics Kawasaki's larger naked bikes. It's super lightweight and compact design for exceptional maneuverability. It's simple, reliable controls with a basic dash setup, keeping the focus on the ride itself. It also has a unique suspension tuning that offers a sportier feel. It does have excellent fuel efficiency at 100 plus miles per gallon, making it a solid option. Now, let's do a short rider friendly test. As a rider who's 5'2" and 3/4 with a 27-inch inseam, I always test them out to see if they're short rider friendly. With its 30-inch seat height, the Grom lets me get both feet comfortably on the ground. And the lightweight frame means I can maneuver it easily at stops. The seat does feel slightly wider and more padded, which is great for comfort on longer rides. The handlebars sit higher, providing a relaxed, upright riding posture. With the Kawasaki Z125 Pro, it has a 31.7-inch seat height, but feels noticeably taller. I'm on my toes when stopped, but its lightweight build offsets this, making it balanced even for shorter riders. The Z125 seat is narrower and the overall feel is sportier. The handlebars are lower, putting you in a more forward-leaning stance that matches its aggressive styling. This makes the Z125 feel more engaging, but slightly less comfortable for extended trips. If you're after a loud, aggressive exhaust, the Grom's quiet stock pipe won't quite deliver. However, the Z125 Pro's simplicity in design comes at the cost of missing out on modern tech that the Grom offers. It's like a digital dash and LED lights. While the Grom is a blast for city commuting, its small engine struggles at higher speeds, making it unsuitable for highway riding. If you're planning long distance or faster routes, you may find the Grom a little too slow. It also does have a slightly smaller fuel tank at 1.45 gallons. It's great for quick trips around town, but not ideal for extended journeys. On the other hand, the absence of ABS on the Z125 Pro makes it less forgiving in emergency braking situations, especially in wet or uneven conditions. Ultimately, it comes down to your priorities: features versus simplicity, and safety versus sportiness. Now, let's talk about some aftermarket mods and stunting popularity. Both the Grom and Z125 Pro are incredibly popular in the stunting community. Their lightweight frames, affordable price points, and strong aftermarket support make them perfect for riders looking to customize their bikes for tricks or unique styling. For the Grom, common mods include aftermarket exhaust to enhance the sound and performance, stunt cages, and crash bars for safety during tricks, wider handlebars for better control in stunting. On the Z125 Pro, on the other hand, riders often add suspension upgrades for even better handling and custom sprockets for better acceleration. Both the Honda Grom and the Kawasaki Z125 Pro are excellent choices for new riders or anyone looking for a fun, compact bike. So, when you're picking it out, your decision will likely come down to a few key factors. If you value safety features like ABS, you want a lower seat height, and prefer more modern tech like the digital display, the Honda Grom ABS is the better choice. It's also a fantastic option for those looking to ride in urban areas with its fuel efficiency and approachable power. On the flip side, if you're looking to be cool and on Team Green, and you're after a more minimalist design and don't mind sacrificing a few features for a slightly more aggressive style and a super fun throttle response, the Z125 Pro delivers more no-frills riding experience. Both bikes have stunting potential, a vibrant community, and a reputation for reliability. So whichever you choose, you're getting a quality ride. The Grom might offer a little bit more for the price, but the Z125 Pro stands strong for those who appreciate simplicity. Ultimately, though, it's all about personal preference. Either way, both bikes are a blast and a perfect fit for anyone looking to start their riding journey. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments which one you'd pick. We are in the Washington area, so stop on by Cycle Barn. Whether it's 2 wheels or 4, we have something for everybody.